What's up, everybody? Dog1985. There's levels to this. Gonna go ahead and play a little bit of Banishers, Ghost of Eden. Think I'm almost done with the game. I keep saying I think I'm almost done with the game, but I'm not. I'm not fully sure. Let me. I was contemplating whether or not I was gonna make this a Gamer's Perspective podcast, but sometimes you think about doing something and you don't want to do it, and you start doing it and you're like, maybe I should have. So I don't know. I'm off today, so I got a little bit of time. There's three main topics that I would want to cover from the gamer's perspective. Number one would be the Xbox handheld rumor or confirmation, and I don't know what you want to call it. We don't know when this thing is coming out, so it might be a moot point to even cover that. But I think the idea of an Xbox handheld, if executed properly, could work. See, I recently, as you guys know, if you follow me, we recently bought Juju a PlayStation Portal, and even though I was the first to say that the Portal is useless, it's a waste of money, there's no point, why would Sony do this? It's just a remote play device. It is the best remote play device that I have ever used. And that means a lot. That means a lot. That means that they executed exactly where they were supposed to execute. They created a device, they knew what the identity of that device, what it was supposed to be, and they made the device live up true to its identity. So what that means is when you go out there and you buy this thing, if you are educated on what they said this thing was going to do, it actually does it. And let me tell you, man, this generation, to be able to buy a product and for it to do exactly what it says it's supposed to do, ooh, that's a blessing. Insert PlayStation 5 Pro with how much disappointment it has around it right now. I don't care if it's just beta, whatever the case may be. We already know, again, from the gamer's perspective, I don't care. You spent $800 on this thing, it better work as advertised. There's no game that should be better or equivalent on the PS5. It's the same energy that we gave the Xbox Series X when we saw that the Xbox Series X was running games equivalent or even sometimes better. The PS5 was running it better when the Xbox Series X is supposed to be the better console on paper. I don't want it to be the same experience as on the PS5. The Xbox Series X was supposed to be the better experience definitively. Not just if it has better resolution, not just if it has lower resolution but better frame. No. Definitively, the Xbox Series X was supposed to be the better experience gaming wise on a console versus the PS5. But now that the PS5 Pro is out, it's the same energy. The PS5 Pro should be the better definitive experience than the PS5, the base PS5. Definitive meaning like it's not even a question. If you gotta question it, it's a problem. If you can't even tell the difference, it's a problem. Marginal difference, it's a problem. $800 is not a marginal price. So an Xbox handheld depends on how they advertise it. If it does what it's supposed to do to advertise, man, that'd be genius. It's gonna be perfect. But what is it? Now here's the thing, right? If you have an Xbox, if you have a handheld period, whether you got a Steam Deck, man, if you got a Nintendo Switch, you got a Asus ROG Ally, you got a Lenovo Legion Go, you got a One X player, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you have a handheld period, you already have an idea of what you want and what you don't want. What I keep hearing people say is this, right? So many people want a handheld with a console-like experience, and the closest thing to that is a Steam Deck, so they sing the Steam Deck's praises. Yet when the Ally X came out, that became the de facto handheld. It's almost like the Ally X and the Steam Deck. The Lenovo Legion Go, there's plenty of Lenovo Legion Go lovers out there that get mad at me when I say that the Lenovo Legion Go has been forgotten. I'm not saying that it's a bad product. I think it's a great product. We have one here in the house. We have a Lenovo Legion Go as well. And my son, I even asked him, like, hey, do you want to trade that for an Ally X? He said no. He likes his Lenovo Legion Go. He's fine with it. There's nothing wrong with the Lenovo Legion Go, but you're not going to tell me that once the Ally X, it seemed like the energy online shifted away from it. The Steam Deck OLED somehow still has that powerful energy around it. People still singing its praises. And then the other alternative, that is the Ally X. But why is that? People that have the Ally X are trying to figure out ways to make it more console-like. Some of them are, but they like the advantages of that it has on a PC versus the Steam Deck with the anti-cheats and stuff like that, and the more power. So this is what I think, and I've said this a while ago. I need to give a shout out right now, man, to hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look it up. I gotta give a shout out. This girl, amazing, on Twitter, that's the handle, sent me she hit me up on Twitter and she said, Doc, I've been watching you for a while. I remember when a year ago you called what Xbox was gonna do when you started calling your Asus ROG Ally your Xbox Go. And I remember that. I remember I called my Asus ROG Ally my Xbox Series Go. I did that. I did. And people kept telling me it's not an Xbox. Man, I should find that tweet. Boy, I remember people calling me all kinds of words, and you're a clown, and you're dumb, and this is and that. Where's the Xbox logo? The Xbox. I mean, it might as well be an Xbox, right? But it's not. It's a PC. But then Xbox comes out with this campaign that this is an Xbox, meaning I was right. And she reminded me that I also called my gaming laptop the Xbox Series Ultimate because I got a powerful gaming laptop. Yes, I did. So shout out to you, this girl, amazing. You're right. I did call this out about a year ago, and people did not accept it. It's not an Xbox. It's not an Xbox. I even mentioned I was on Xbox Court or whatever it's called with shout out to Ray and them. I was brought onto Xbox Court because I said that Microsoft and Xbox did not care about the console. You could try to argue with me all you want. They clearly don't. No console required. This is an Xbox. Everything is the Xbox. But now, if Xbox comes out with a handheld, whatever they promote has to execute according to whatever they promote it. So I think what they need to do is produce. When I say this at face value, it's not going to sound right, but trust me, this is the right move. They need to make an Xbox Series S with a screen on it. That's it. The size of the Xbox Series S, I've been on podcasts before holding an Xbox Series S and a Lenovo Legion Go next to each other and showing you that the size difference is really not. It's really not that much. Not much. The Legion Go is not that much smaller than the Xbox Series S. So you can do it. And obviously these handhelds are already doing it. All they got to do, they got the blueprint already, is create a UI that makes it feel console-like. And everybody keeps telling me, hey, these consoles are already walled garden PCs. Okay then, so to make it happen, make a handheld console that is a console. You could do that. Now, if your next console is going to involve Steam, which this is the logo for Steam that you're seeing on the screen right now. If you're going to do that, then do that as well. But here's the thing. Xbox has to decide what is it that it wants to be. Does it want to be a console maker, the traditional console maker, or does it want to be a PC maker? Essentially, there's nothing wrong with making closed form factor PCs. They already exist. Covered up with a Xbox UI. You can do that and strip away. Listen, there's some people that they'll tell you. You can look online, be like, I got a gaming PC. What's the first thing they should do? And they tell you to strip away all the bloatware that's on Windows. You could, Microsoft, you can make that happen right off the gate. Something's telling me though. Something is telling me though that Xbox is going to make a hardware that's just good enough and not the best at what it does. And that's why, to me, I'm going to wait and I'm hesitant to see what happens. So there you go. I guess that's the topic when it comes to the the Xbox handheld. Man, we're gonna have to change the name of this title to the Gamer's Perspective Podcast. It is. I wanted to play a little bit, but I guess not. I want to talk to my people. I don't even have chat open right now, so if you're chatting right now, I appreciate you. Hopefully somebody's in the chat right now chatting with you. I'm just letting my mind go. I didn't even check the sound. I don't even know if this sounds good. Anyways, I guess we might as well keep going. Let's tackle the next topic that I wanted to make a podcast about. Copying games. Listen. I guess Tencent is making a clone or a copy that's going to look like the Horizon universe. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. Boy, let me tell you. There are times where a copy of a product could be better than the original. Ooh, I know that's tough to hear. Now, I'm not going to say that that's what's going to happen with this Tencent game, that this game is going to be better than Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West, and I don't even know what the story behind it is or anything like that. But I see people kind of getting upset about it. No. We're going to keep that same energy. Everybody in their mama supported Paul World. Everybody in their mama supported Paul World. Now, Paul World and Pokemon have a lot of similarities. But if you're going to say that Paul World and Pokemon are the same game, you've never seen Paul World. Now, I am not the biggest Paul World fan. I think I played Paul World for like an hour, if that. And I was like, yeah, it's not for me. My son, however, who's also a huge Pokemon fan, likes Paul World. But here's the thing. Whenever I go in there and into his room, and if he's playing Paul World, I don't know what he's playing because it's so different. One time, he was in an industrial plant, I swear to you, with a rocket launcher on his shoulder, shooting like pterodactyls or whatever. I had no idea what was going on. Then another time, he's in this like farm area, herding sheep, like looking like a peaceful Animal Crossing game. I have no idea what this game's about. What's going on in this game? Sometimes he's flying, sometimes he's running, sometimes he's I don't know. So again, you're not gonna compare it to Pokemon in that essence. Now, are there Pokemon creatures in it? Yes, that can't be denied. These are definitely Pokemons. That's exactly what they are. So now this world is gonna have robotic animals. I mean, when I think about it, I don't know any other huge franchise that did it other than Horizon. Maybe I'm missing something. There might be one out there, not just in gaming, like in anything. Maybe there's a move. I don't know. You guys let me know. But yeah, they gonna copy that. This is what Sony needs to do. Okay, Sony needs to make sure, okay, that the clone and the copy is not better than the original. That's Sony's problem. Hey, you and me as gamers, a Gamer's Perspective podcast, we need to enjoy these games. And if somebody else could come make a universe that we already like a little bit better, There it is right there. If you ever wish that what's that dude's name? Ash Ketchum? If you ever wish that Ash Ketchum had a gun and Nintendo never did it, hey, there's a game out there for you now. No, no, this is the reality. This is the reality of it. I don't fully see anything wrong with copying. Here's the deal, right? Y'all know my videos. I'm um wherever I am with my videos, it's usually my headset mic, tank top, that's it, and then boom, hit the camera, go, no edits, no nothing. If somebody else comes along and copies my style, I mean, and does it better than me, I can't be mad. Or I could be mad, but what it's not gonna make a difference. Man, you love my style. Nas is better than Jay-Z. Ooh, I can't run right now either. Ooh, I said it. Anyways. Yeah, so what if they copy it? Let them copy it. Sony better figure it out. Sony, you better figure it out. You don't think Sony copied stuff from Nintendo? I mean, I saw people showing Astrobot and like Nintendo superheroes and stuff, and it was crazy. Some of the resemblance, Super Mario villains and stuff, and the resemblance was crazy. But ain't nothing wrong with it. Astrobot's a good game. My son Juju just platinumed Astrobot. He liked it that much. He platinumed the game, and I love it. We got him Astrobot for his birthday. We got our money's worth for that game for him. He enjoyed it that much. He platinumed it. You think he cares if it's if there's bosses in there that are exactly like bosses in Super Mario 64 or whatever? Number one, he's never played Super Mario 64, so it don't matter to him. But if it's bosses that he's played like on Galaxy or whatever, he don't care. Is the game fun and enjoyable? Guys, this happens all the time. We hear this all the time. We hear this all the time. Artists that sound like another artist. Hopefully the original is better, but not necessarily. Lil Wayne used to get on people's tracks. Listen, if you had a there was a time where if you had a hot song in the summer, Lil Wayne was taking your song, putting it on the mixtape, and then it became his song. That beat became his, cause his version of the song was better. Oh my goodness. That song "Sky Is the Limit," which is one of my favorite Lil Wayne songs. If you haven't heard it, go look it up. You can look it up on YouTube. It's not on Spotify or Apple Music. "Sky Is the Limit" by Lil Wayne. That song, if I'm not mistaken, the beat belonged to a rapper by the name of Mike Jones. And I can't even tell you the name of that song anymore. Oh my goodness. But when I hear that song, no, it became Lil Wayne's song. Straight copied the beat completely. Just took the beat. Didn't even copy, just took the beat. Kendrick Lamar on his new album has a song. Oh, what's the name of that song? On the GNX album that everybody's loving right now. He's got oh my goodness. Something in the Garden, Man in the Garden, I think is the name of the song. Listen to that beat. When I listen to that beat and I listen to the flow, I said, oh, this is one mic. Listen to that song, go listen to one mic. He took it, copied, molded after it, influenced. Let's use that word so we don't offend somebody. Oh, there you go. You see these. We are so fragile. See, if you influence somebody or somebody said they're influenced by you, everything is fine. Everything is good. But if somebody says you're copying me, now that's a problem. So is this game influenced by Horizon or is it fully being copied by Horizon? I don't know. I don't know because I haven't played the game. I'm telling you, it looked like Horizon. It definitely looked like Horizon. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. I think they even used like a similar promo shot or something, which is crazy. Or maybe it's a shot. Maybe it's a shot at Sony. Maybe they're doing it on purpose, like letting Sony know, like, yo, We can do this. Copying though, with all the remakes and remasters that we have had this generation, especially on the PlayStation side, I don't want to hear anybody complain about copying. Shut your mouth. I don't even want to hear it. I'm a gamer. This game comes out, Microsoft should put this game on Game Pass just to be petty. This game comes out, if it's a good game, I might check it out. And I'm a Horizon fan. I like Horizon Zero. I think Horizon Zero Dawn is a masterpiece. I love the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. I love that world. I hated what they did with Forbidden West. They went too far right. The game was too long, too grindy. I didn't like it. Zero Dawn though, when you're trying to figure out what's going on, and she's an outcast, and then at the end you realize who she is or what she, more important, you figure out what she is. Which again, you gotta play the game. I don't want to spoil that for you. Then you're like, ah, okay, yeah, this game is fire. So I guess that takes care of that. So we tackled the handheld situation. I just tackled the copying situation, and we ain't nobody worried about that. What was the last topic I wanted to talk about? See if I remember. This is why sometimes it's better just do one topic at a time. Because then you remember what that topic's about, you just focus on that. What was it? I mean, I don't want to make this into a complaining situation. But I did see a few comments in some of my videos that I don't want to say bother me, but just annoy me. It annoys me having to explain things. I spoke about the wish list one already on Twitter, so I guess I'll recap that. Somebody said, "Doc, you should be ashamed of yourself," something like that, for taking advantage of people, being vulnerable, telling them to go buy you games on your wish list. I don't tell nobody to go buy any games on my wish list. But if you want to buy me a game on my wish list, yo, by all means. Why would I tell you no? What kind of like what? I even said in a reply back to him, like, dude, I don't even tell people to like and subscribe to my channel. Somebody asked me, how come you don't do that though? And I'm like, because if you watch my channel and you like it, I hope you're smart enough to hit the like button. If you like my channel and you want to see more of my stuff, I'm going to assume that you're going to subscribe to it. And I'm not knocking somebody that does ask for likes and subscribe. Like, yo, if that's the way you do your thing, that's the way you do your thing. I just don't ask people to like and subscribe. So if I don't even ask people to like and subscribe, and that's free, you think I'm going to ask people to spend money on me like that? To buy me games? Bro, it's wild, bro. My content is free here on Twitch. I put subs to talk. If you want trying to talk to me or whatever the case may be. But you don't gotta buy me no freaking games, man. That's crazy. But if you're gonna buy me a game, I'm not gonna return it. Be like, oh no, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I can't take it. Get out of here, bro. That one annoyed me a lot. And then saying that I'm taking advantage of people or grabbing people's vulnerability. Like, what? I don't know. People are weird. It is what it is. So that was one. What was another one that bothered me? Oh, here's another one that was annoying me. So you guys know that sometimes I've been transparent with this PC stuff. I've been transparent with this PC stuff, and again, the gamer's perspective, not the PC analytics perspective, not the PC master race perspective, not the PC guru. No. Just a regular gamer that has transitioned over to PC. I've been showing you guys the ins, the outs, the good and bads from my experience. Does that mean that you're going to experience the same thing? No. Maybe you do buy yourself a $3,000 PC and maybe you don't have any of the issues that I had. I know yesterday, though, I was talking to ISO and I was clowning him because he was having issues with his PC, and I said Walmart PC issues. And I know he didn't buy his PC at Walmart. He just started laughing because he knows, it's foolishness.
He got out of a game. He was telling me that his PC decided to restart on him for no reason, just restarted. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Oh, that's that Walmart PC stuff." There was a problem with Stalker 2 where one of the where one of the missions that he wanted to do, it wasn't registering right. I didn't blame it on the developer. I blamed it on his Walmart PC. He doesn't have a Walmart PC, but like, I've been transparent. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So one of the transparent things that I've been trying to tell you guys is that I use my PC in my living room. I have it connected to my TV. I'm actually sitting on my couch right now as I'm talking to you guys right now. And I'm showing you guys the different things that you can do to make this experience a little more console-like, if that's what you want. But you don't need it. And some dude left a comment saying, "Doc, imagine." Now he didn't say Doc. He was just like, "Imagine spending all that money on a PC just to make it act like a console. It's hilarious. Ha 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 ha." No, dummy. Because I spent money on a PC, I can make it do whatever I want it to do. That's the difference. If I want it to act like a console, I can get pretty close to having it act like a console. Now, it depends how much more deeper I want it to, but I could get pretty close. But I will admit this. 100%. Using a gaming PC like a gaming PC and not like a console is ideal. So if you have a gaming PC at a desk with a monitor, and when you use that gaming PC, that's how you game, you are using that PC in its ideal form factor. Which then leaves a question, okay, if I game on my big TV in the living room, what am I using? That's why there's plenty of people that do have consoles and PCs but still game on their console more, because they actually do like sitting on the couch and having the full console experience. If you just say sitting on the couch, that doesn't make sense, because I played sitting on the couch. But the difference is I got a keyboard that's next to me, whereas anybody else playing on a thing is not going to have a keyboard next to them. They're just going to have the controller in their hand. That's it. That's like the biggest difference from that experience. And there are some other troubleshootings and stuff that you got to do with PC gaming. But it's not like people think that every single game you jump into you got to troubleshoot. You don't. You don't. That's just something that eventually you're gonna do because you just like to do it. Like you enjoy changing the settings to what you like. I promise you. I know it's weird. You don't think so, but I promise you. And you know what? The PlayStation Pro fans, they have no legs to stand on, because that's literally what PlayStation's making you do. You're gonna turn on that game and you're gonna go to the settings. You literally have the most limited PC experience possible, or the best console experience possible, however you want to look at it. But if I'm a PC gamer, I'm gonna look at it like it's the most limited PC experience possible. So that comment annoyed me. Like I'm not. I'm simply showing the different things that you can do and the things that I like to do. And again, I have options. So like right now, I'm not using Play Night, or I'm not using even Steam Big Picture mode, because I wanted to show you guys this here. So this will probably be the last thing I'll talk about, and then I'll end the podcast. Man, this almost felt like a little bit more of a rant than an actual podcast. But I'll still put it up. It is what it is. And then after I'm done with this part here, I'll go ahead and check the chat, see if there's anybody in chat. So I have organized my library in Steam, which I love. I love that you can do this. Very easy, very simple to do. You could probably do this on console too. I just never done it. So as you guys know, I'm just trying to finish through my backlog. Oh, check it out! Somebody bought me all the Oddworlds as well. They were apparently 7 games for $1. And right now, again, I'm not buying anything. I'm trying to stay strong with my with my backlog challenge. So for anyone out there, if you want to circumvent the backlog challenge, you can get somebody else to buy you a game that you really want, like a friend or something. And if you want to buy a game for them, then that'll work too. But like, hey, you buy me this game, I'll buy you that game. But you yourself can't buy yourself a game. That's part of the backlog challenge. I've seen a few people that have already lost. I appreciate the honesty. Like, Doc, I failed, but they failed with a smile, if that makes sense. Meaning they failed, but they they're happy with their purchase because the Steam sales are crazy. But anyways, check this out. Check out what I did to organize my stuff. So I got my backlog now. I put collections on all my games. So I have my backlog collection, 57 games in there. So these are all the games that I'm gonna run through the backlog and see how. I'm never gonna finish this. And this is only 57. I spoke with Weiss yesterday. I think he said I had like 300 something games, which is crazy. I told him he has a problem. Games completed. So this is since I've been gaming on PC. These are the games I have completed right now. I got Days Gone completed, Dead Space completed, Ghost of Tsushima completed, Ratchet and Clank completed, RoboCop, Rogue City completed, Sleeping Dogs, and Space Marine Anniversary Edition. All these games, all these experiences were fire. I enjoyed all of these games. I mean, I completed them, right? I have a collection for games that don't work. I explained this. This is very simple. This don't work collection is, damn, I should probably make a whole nother video just about this, man. This don't, yeah, I probably should. This don't work collection is just games that as soon as you turn them on, they don't start. And if you got to go on YouTube or on Google to find out what's going on, that's a problem. And that's it. I just put them in the don't work pile. I'm not going to compatibility view. I'm not doing that. I got a backlog. I'm moving on. Okay. Then I have a collection for games that are never ending. So these are games like Apex Legends, Battle.net Remastered, Blind Fire, Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty does have a campaign, but I already beat the campaign, so now I'm playing the multiplayer. That's why that's on here. Counter-Strike 2, like games that Destiny, games that will forever keep going, right? I don't know if the Crew 2 has an ending. Can somebody let me know? I might need to move that away. But if I have Forza Motorsport, I would put that in here. That's a game that doesn't really end, you know? What else? And then the last category is Tried It, which I only have one game in here. Tried It. Oh, see, we'll end the podcast after this segment here. Tried It is for games that you tried. You gave it at least an hour. Remember that. That's what I want you to do. Give it at least an hour. And then at some point throughout the game, you say, it's not for me. I'm moving on. So remember, it's completed, or it's backlog, completed, don't work, never ending, and tried it. Tried it doesn't mean that the game is bad. It just means that the game is not for you. Somebody asked me, Doc, how do you feel about moving on from a game? How do you not feel guilty? This, and that. The reason I don't feel guilty about moving on from a game is because all I got to do is think about my completed games and how awesome those experiences were and how they made me feel and how they made me want to come back and finish the game. They made me want to keep going. That's why. When you're turning on a game and it gets to the point where you are dreading turning it on, dreading playing it, it's time to move on from that game. Sometimes you're just not in the mood to play a specific game, and that's okay. But if you find yourself never being in the mood to play that game, that's a problem. And that's why I think so far my downloading 2 games works perfect. You got your main game that you're playing, and then you got your I'm just gonna chill. I don't got time to play that type of game right now. I'm not in the mood to play that type of game right now. 2 games, that's it. You don't gotta worry about 1 terabyte SSD, 2 terabytes SSD. Oh, you're only downloading 2 games. That's it. And go from there. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast there. But before I do that, let me hop in and see if there's anybody in chat that wanted to chime in, say something. Oh, damn, we do have Barretos. I don't know if Barretos is still here. Well, Barretos did talk a lot. Oh, so did ISO. Okay, shout out to you guys. All right, so let me read what Barretos says. Oh, yeah, Barretos still here. He said Xbox is done. Oh, damn, Indiana Jones should not go to PS5. Why is that, good sir? No, we'll make the end of these podcasts a Q&A. No. Why should Indiana Jones not go to PS5? What is if you are an Xbox Series X owner? How does that hurt you? Hmm? Because it's made by Microsoft. I think you put Indiana Jones on PS5 and keep Halo off if you really want to keep brand integrity or whatever. But even then, at that point, I. But here's the thing. What's the goal? Is if their goal is to sell the Xbox console, then the only way you do that is either with having better features than your competition, which it does not, or having better software than your competition. But if you have better software than your competition, then you still put that software on your competition, then that's a moot point too. Badeo says Xbox should be console only. Okay. Since Quantum Break sounds good. Okay. Xbox needs to buy Tencent. Ooh, that's a monster to buy though. Oh, the game has better gameplay than Horizon. Okay, PC users are cultured. I mean, I gotta be in PC a little bit more to see. All right, I called over Baderos. ISO just said, "What's up, man?" I don't know. I don't see a problem with them putting uh, Indiana Jones over there. I really don't. I'm just being honest with you. I think it's perfectly fine. I think at this point, be honest, I think they need to put everything over there. The Xbox Series X, and then they need to figure out a different reason for you to buy the Xbox hardware. Man, we could make a whole video about that itself. Listen, we got it. The software is not gonna be the reason why you buy an Xbox. And guys, this is proof. This is proof by all the Xbox content creator that know this is still happening and are still saying they're gonna game on Xbox. So clearly, it's not the software that's keeping you there. Clearly, it's not the software that's keeping you there. The danger I feel for Xbox is what happened with me. Barretos, you've been knowing me for a while, bro. I've been repping Game Pass since the beginning of this generation, and I still to this day love Game Pass, right? But if I show you Game Pass, right? If I log into my Game Pass, right? Dog, I only got one game downloaded. I only got one game downloaded right now. And as I'm going through my backlog, guess what the next game I'm going to play on is going to be? You think I'm going to play the next game I'm going to play on is going to be on Game Pass? It's not, brother. I'm finishing my backlog right now. And I just like Steam. You know what my favorite game is? Look at this. Look what just popped up. Raymond 367 is playing Halo Infinite on Steam. And I'm sure he could have it on. You know what? You know what? You know what? I don't even gotta talk about that warrior there. I'm gonna show you about Ados. Where what's going on here? Where is it? Look at this. Halo Master Chief Collection. Halo Infinite. And this is not the multiplayer. Like I have the campaign. I bought Halo Infinite on Steam when I have access to it on Game Pass. Now, here's the reality of this, right? Xbox is still winning. Xbox is still winning. You think they're tripping that I put mad hours into Halo Infinite on Game Pass and subscribed to Game Pass for that long? Now, if there's anybody that got their money's worth out of Game Pass, it was definitely me. You guys saw me. But now I go ahead, turn around, and bought the game on a different platform. You think they tripping? Now, I'm sure they would have preferred for me to buy the game on their platform. I'm sure they would have preferred that. But I wasn't going to do it because of Game Pass. But now I bought the game on a separate. Bro. Bro, they're not tripping. And that's the same thing. If Halo Infinite goes to the PS5, it will destroy whatever's over there. If the Master Chief Collection goes to the PS5, it will break records. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Halo would sell. Yes, it would. Yes, everyone that was hating on Halo and talking about it would sell like, oh my, it would sell like crazy. It would be phenomenal. So that's why I don't blame Microsoft. Their software that they have is not enough to move the units for the console. So now they know they got good software. They're putting that software everywhere. It makes sense to me. Now they need to, because they're committed to making more hardware apparently. Okay then, Xbox, what is going to be compelling about your next hardware? If it's just that it's portable, you got a problem, because there's already great portable machines out there. The iLight X is a monster. The Steam Deck OLED, even the LCD, is a monster. Right? Again, if you know what you're buying, it's a monster. Okay. The Lenovo Legion Go, a lot of people like that too. I think Tencent apparently is coming out with a handheld themselves as well. I think I saw something this morning. The PlayStation Portal is doing exactly what PlayStation owners wanted to do. And apparently PlayStation is thinking about coming out with a handheld too. I heard that rumor. So like it's not based on software. They need to figure out a better way to sell their hardware if they want it. And then for me and you, Barreros, all we got to worry about is all these options and what's the best experience for us. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful regardless. All right. I think I am going to go ahead and end the stream there. I'll probably come back to play some banishers. But I appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. What am I gonna even call this episode? Gamers Perspective Podcast, Doc Rants. Ugh, maybe we'll see. All right, we out. Peace.